Alrighty, start of a recap show here after our third game. This one, our kickoff Thursday night game happening right now as I'm recording this. The Detroit Lions playing host to the Dallas Cowboys, and Lions here could have a chance to have the division lead with a win here. So pretty important game for them. Dallas, it's the season obviously didn't go as it wanted to start. At this point, they've embraced their season and are just hoping to finish things out with some pride and dignity. They get some points there on the field goal. Lions are looking to answer, but they're going the wrong way. Third and 21. Get it to a fourth and 10. Not enough for a field goal, though. So, Cowboys looking to get up more points. They will not do so. Lions with good field position. They won't convert. Will they go for it? They go for it and they do not get it. So Dallas decent field position, 3 and out. And nice play by Kenneth Walker, 3rd and 5. They pick it up. About 2 minute warning here on a sack by Roberts. 3rd and 9, not picked up. Punt away. Low scoring half here. As long as they'll take it to half. So Detroit start with the ball. Big play to Debo. Gets him inside the 40. But then an interception by Shaq Thompson. Cowboys in good field position. They go for it on 4th down and get it. But then an interception the other way. Jack Campbell getting it. So each linebacker trading picks. Detroit has to punt. They get a touchback on it. Nice ugly game so far here. Dallas looking to break through for more points. They cannot do so. No points in our third quarter there. Detroit trying to find something. Penalty on Jonah. They get down inside the 40 for the second time today. And a second interception getting past the 40. Jesus. First and goal, Dallas. And they will go miss the field goal. So it's still a 3-point game as Detroit just needs any points to tie this thing up inside the 40. And they finally managed to not get an interception inside the 40. A 3-3 game. Dallas gonna look to answer. They get a big play to Myers to start, and they get a free first down. 3rd and 13 though. 4th and 6, and they make the kick. So 47 seconds for Detroit, and they won't do it. Detroit will fall 6-3. I mean, shit. Well, they said they wanted a tank. This is one of the more embarrassing tank jobs I've ever seen, man. Wow. 48 and 45 feel generous for how these guys played today. Couldn't, didn't run the ball great. The Lions ran the ball good enough. Keanu Debo had decent days. On Ruzareke, 2 sacks. Hell yeah. Wow. The NFC North, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, here we are in the next game, hoping for some more points. New Orleans at 5-7, looking to inch closer to 500. Tampa playing some good football, but only at 3-9. Hopefully, they're going to keep playing that good football and put it on the win column here. Third ditches, and they will go 4 downs, and Heineke in, which means Show got hurt early in this one. A good play by Shamar Stewart. Saints know something about having a backup quarterback in the game as they've had a lot of Jimmy G games. So Tampa here, as Heineke is dealing for him, but does stall out as soon as I say something. So New Orleans looking to march the length of the field here, take advantage of this time where their opponent's offense may not be really going, but they won't do so as they just keep going backwards. So good job by this Tampa defense that continues to step up for them. They're going to need something out of their offense today to help them a bit as we get a first down and will not get to flashbacks to our last game where it was 3-0 forever. Hopefully that is not the case in this one, man. 4th and 2, 2-minute warning hit. They go for it and get it. Condre Miller, nice run. 3rd and 10, and they will just stall out. So it does use a little bit more clock, at least 30 seconds left. and they are content to let it go to half. 6-0 lead for the Saints. They have the ball to start. 3rd and 7, and they pick it up. Kongwu the grab, and another 3rd and 10 conversion. Kongwu again. 3rd and 4, and they'll pick it up. Shaheed the grab down to the 10, and touchdown. Shaheed gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is no good. 12-0 game here as Heineke's still in. He gets sacked, and then interception by Bullock taken to the house. Big day for the young safety there with the pick six. And they will just take the extra point. 19-0 game for them here. Tampa looking to put up some points here, shake off that interception, and they are in scoring range to do so. 3rd and 10, and they won't quite pick it up, but it is not a shutout for New Orleans today, and they will punt. So by no means is this game a foregone conclusion here. 2-score game, but it's got to be a perfect 2 scores to do it. And there's the touchdown. Got to get the 2-point conversion, and they fail. So 2-score game still. 3rd and 10, and they just can't execute. Not sure why they're throwing the ball anyway, but Tuipulotu another sack, and a huge play. Noah Brown. So big play kids over here. Tuipulotu another sack. Um, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10, and they will take the field goal to make it a touchdown game. Saints are going to have to do that. That is actually exactly what I was about to say. Good work, New Orleans. That's I couldn't have done it any better myself. As there was a interception by Cedric Gray in the middle of that. So some chance for some more points for New Orleans, and they do just that. Jahmyr Gibbs punching one in. Gonna make this game. In some ways, it was as much of a blowout as it looks. In other ways, it wasn't. But either way, 33-12 game. Saints get 6-7. The Bucks fall to 3-10. Obviously, they feel good about the draft standings for that. And Kyler, 41% completion percentage. Just you got to be better than that, Kyler. But didn't need it today. Does help when the Heineke gives you a pick six. Gibbs only had 2 grabs, but turns one into 70 yards, and the game's the only touchdown. Pretty low. Struggled, and last week they hoped to play him. Tuipulotu with 3 sacks. Jalen Walker and Lee McNeil also getting 1. Cooper and Sharenka tying there. Bullock, Cedric Gray, interceptions here. Of course, Bullocks went for a pick 6. So good job by the second-year man, and that'll be it for our game here. Saints win convincingly, and we'll keep rolling. All right, it's the Doctor Bowl here in Cleveland as Doctor's current team, the Cleveland Browns, play host to Doctor's former team, the Tennessee Titans. He's got to face the quarterback he drafted last year with the quarterback he drafted this year. Isn't that something? All right, we'll see how it goes. Tennessee starting with the ball. Good start, Diami Brown, 21 yards. Another chunk. Njoku, 3rd and 6, and they won't pick it up there. 3-0 lead for Tennessee. 3rd and 1, it's picked up on the ground, but they're going the wrong way. 3rd and 6, and they get it to midfield. Tet McMillan, 3rd and 10. Not quite enough. Will they go for it? They will and get it, but then they throw a pick. Isaiah McDuffie makes a play for Tennessee as they are marching 1st-and-goal after the Olave grab and a touchdown in Njoku. 10-0 Titans as the Browns already on the back foot. Hopefully going to make up the deficit a bit here. 2nd and 5. And touchdown, George Pickens, 25 yards. 10-7 lead for Tennessee as they get the ball back. Penalty on Millen. 3rd and 5, and they won't get it. So 2 penalties, but 0 actual yards of offense on the drive. And the Browns will go punt from the 40-ish yard line, just barely stalling out there. JSN the grab, 2nd and 11, and they'll get another completion. Olave this time, and 3rd and 3, they pick it up, trying to get a 2-score lead again. 3rd and 9, they won't get that one. They settle for the field goal. Minute 23 for the Browns, all their timeouts. So in theory, can do it. Big penalty. 1st-and-goal at the 1, and touchdown. Zamir White punches it in. A 14-13 Browns lead. Came storming back here, and they start with the ball. Good opportunity for Cleveland. 33-yard line, 3rd and 6. They pick it up down inside the red zone. Disley the grab, 3rd and 11, and they won't pick it up, but they do put 10 points up on the board here from that double span. So definitely a huge swing for them. Will they be able to get another stop here on defense? As Diami Brown, 21 yards, 3rd and inches, and they pick it up. Olave gets it, 3rd and 5, and touchdown. Olave, 13-yarder, 20-17 lead for Tennessee. Big penalty against Evan Williams gives the Browns good field position. George Pickens for 16, now inside the 20, 3rd and 8, and a penalty makes it to 3rd and 3 of the 5, and 1st and goal on the Disley grab and touchdown. Browns, Amir White, his second of the day, 24-20, 8 to play, and the Titans go 3-and-out. Cleveland a chance to put the game away here, of which they will not be able to do. Stop just inches short. Olave, 27 yards, gets them going. 3rd and inches, and touchdown JSN. So 4:23 for the Browns to answer, and going the wrong way. They punt. They need to get a stop quick here, and they're not doing it. It's over. They lost on the punt. So Tennessee pulls it off, a 27-24 victory for them, securing their hold of a playoff spot over Miami with this win. And for Cleveland, they gave them a run, but just couldn't quite get done in the end. 2-game winning streak ends here. Uh, just let go of the reins. Full stop. They had it. Um, just made a little bit too many mistakes. Didn't quite execute good enough, and Bo Nix took over this game. Didn't have a clean first half, but in the end, he puts up a great second half, and that's enough to win. Pacheco obviously started getting going too a little bit. Pickens nearly 100 yards for him. There's another guy nearly 100 down there. Olave. Jason, a quiet day for him by his season standard so far. Chase Young with 2 sacks. McDuffie the pick. Evan Williams, Joey Bosa the forced fumbles. And yep, that'll do it. So, big win Tennessee. They keep it rolling up to 9 wins on the season. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Everybody, we are keeping her moving here on our recap show. Vikings playing host to the Commanders. Vikings having a better couple weeks, but it has not led to them catching up in the standings too much. An opportunity this week with the Bears beating the Packers and the Lions losing. They can jump a game closer into that race. They'd be 2 games back, so still some work to do. But this is kind of that week where it's their last long shot at this thing. So we'll see if they can do it here. They get a first down and make it 2. And you know what? 3's a company. But 4's a party, so we're out. And Clement Farrell gets sacked. And they say penalty. However, I'm going to have to assume it was declined. Because why would it get to the... Maybe it was taken back. I don't know. Whatever. Short field for... Or longer field, sorry. Wow, I'm just struggling. 10-yard penalty, 3rd and 11, and it's picked up. Justin Jefferson, 26 yards. And they will stall out after that. So, offense, hard to come by in this one so far. Can the Vikings give us something? They cannot. Both teams doing a good enough job to set up their punting units to really pin them deep, though. 23 seconds remain, so a 0-0 half. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. But the Vikings will stall out just outside of even Brandon Aubrey's field goal range. But a great punt down inside the 5, 3rd and 11 from the 1. And they'll get out of the end zone, but will not quite. And there's an interception. The Jarius Sneed, the pick. Our first turnover of the day. And it sets up our first points of the day. 3-0 Commanders lead. Just excited to see something happening. TJ Sanders, a big penalty down inside the 30, 2nd and 10, and 1st and 10 inside the 20 now on the Addison grab. 3rd and 10, and they will not get it. A 3-2-3 game. Remakes it from 31. And start of our fourth quarter has a sack by Adigizua and another sack. This one, Chop Robinson. They won't pick it up. Punt it back to the 1. 3rd and 8 from the 2. And they don't get it. And a really short punt and a really good return set up at the 24-yard line for the Washington Commanders. And they will not do anything except for a field goal with it. 5 minutes to play for Minnesota. and they will go 3-and-out. Defense, however, gets the stop. Jonathan Allen the sack, and they have 3 minutes to work with here. 4-down territory until they get to field goal range, and they didn't need it, so down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 to the 11. Under a minute's play here. 3rd and 10, and they will do the exact same thing they did on one of their drives. Get down close and then throw 3 straight incomplete passes. So a 6-6 game as that will head to overtime. Washington with the ball first. And they are marching and will get stalled out. May not even get the kickoff with the Will Anderson sack, and they don't try for it. So a touchback. 3rd and 13, and a big play past the 50. You got to go for it for here, I think. 3rd and 13. They go to a 4th and 7. Will they try the kick? They get it. Aubrey, a 56-yarder for the win. Minnesota, a 9-6 victory for the Minnesota Vikings. Um, just, just a brutally ugly game. We've seen a couple of these brutally ugly games here. These NFC North teams facing an NFC East team, huh? Whew. We really are playing 2 different sports when you watch like the Packers Eagles or Bears Eagles or the Giants game and these. But Purdy throws the only interception of the day, but does enough to overcome it. Neither team can run the ball for crap. Addison and Jefferson at least putting up good yardage. Paris Johnson really struggling at left tackle. TJ Sanders, Payne, 3 tackle losses. Good job from them. Will Anderson, 2 sacks. Snead, our pick. Porter, 2 deflections. All right, that'll do it. What a game. We'll see you in the next one. All right, here we are, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Falcons playing host to the Seahawks in a battle of the birds, eh? Uh, yeah, nothing more to say. Seahawks not having the year they're hoping for. Probably a little late to turn it around at this point, but this would be a decent start, knocking off the Falcons. So we'll see if they can do it. Penix, a great start to this day. Inside the red zone, 1st and goal at the 1 on a Bijan run, and they punch it in. So a quick drive, Neighbors the touchdown, 7-0 Seahawks lead. Atlanta to answer. And while not as decisive, it is equally as effective. 3rd and goal from the 7, and touchdown. Crowder the grab, 7-all game. And Seattle gets past midfield before the second quarter begins. And they are down to the 1 yet again. Corum a grab and a touchdown by Blake Corum. So a 14-7 lead. Atlanta keeping it going for themselves. 1st and 10 inside the 30. 3rd and 13 on the Carter sack. And they will not pick it up. So our first blink of the game by one of these offenses. And we'll see if Seattle can take advantage. 3rd and 6. And they pick it up and down to the 4. Hawkinson the grab and a big sack. Lucan, 3rd and goal from the 14, and they will not pick it up, and they will miss the 31-yard field goal. So not only was that a blink, that was a falter, but Atlanta will punt. And they recover from that devastating start to their second half by getting a 3rd and 16 conversion. 3rd and 2, not quite enough. Will they go for it? They go for it and get it. Utes going to get 2 carries back to back, but he pays them off. 2nd and 3 from the 4, and touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 21-10 game. Could very well have been a 21 or a 24-10 game, but obviously missing the short kick is tough. 3rd and 11 coming up on the penalty, and they will not pick it up. So Atlanta on the back foot here, needing a stop. They did not get on either of those downs. DK for 27 yards and inside the 40, but a penalty or a sack. Cam Jordan a sack. 3rd and 15, not going to be enough. They have to punt. So good job by Atlanta, bending but not breaking. 3rd and 15, and they pick this one up. Jaden Reed, 27 yards, and a 1st and goal on a penalty by Verse. And 3rd and goal of the 1, touchdown Falcons. 3 to play. Bucky Irving gets in there. They get the 2-point conversion. They kick it deep. Seattle is throwing the ball for some reason. So devastating decision making, but not as devastating as this Trey Amos pick, who gets injured on the play, but he helps them potentially ice the game. Second 11, third and 3, Bijan run, and they get a first down. Robinson the catch, and they will kneel it out. So a big time win for Seattle. Little bit ugly finish for them. Did not execute how they hoped, but they were able to make the big play, force the only turnover of the day, and seal their win. Bijan, a nice day, does have a fumble on it. Corum stepped up decent in relief for a little bit there. Metcalf nearly 100 yards. Belton struggling. Rousseau 11 tackles. Tackle for loss and a sack in there. Amos our pick. McDuffie and Daquan Jones forcing fumbles. Neither were covered though. Sorry. All right, that'll be our game. See you in the next one. All right, everybody. Welcome into Jacksonville, where the Jags host the Colts. Still got the hiccups from the last game. I can't shake them. We're gonna power through though, as the Jags go 3-and-out, and the Colts graciously do the same. Zach Allen a sack. Penalty takes them down to the 6. And they do get a couple first downs here on this one. Geno cooking. We get 4 first downs as Hunter gets them down inside the 20. First and goal. And touchdown Jags. Calvin Austin, the 0-yard touchdown grab. Colts getting a couple first downs themselves. 3rd and 7, which they will not convert. And the field goal is good. 7-3 game. Brian Muth, 19 yards. Nice 3rd and 4 conversion to Hunter. 3rd and 5, and they won't get this one. 10-3. Big play to Bam Douglas, but they will not convert from there. 10-6. And a first down to Austin here. 2-minute warning hit. Down to the 21 as the 1-minute mark hits. 3rd and 10. And touchdown, Travis Hunter, 21-yard touchdown. Opens up an 11-point lead. Colts going to have to work quick here. Wow, they really did work quick. Oh, wow, they worked really quick. Touchdown, Colts. They don't go for 2. A 4-point game into half. And they get the ball to start, so what a drive. Unfortunately, they cannot catch that lightning in a bottle twice. And they punt on 4th and 1. Hate to see that. Nice play to Bowers, 15 yards. And the Cam Jackson sack ends the drive. And interception. Wingard gets the pick. Big mistake from the Colts, as that probably puts them out of reach here. Back to an 11-point game on the McCaffrey touchdown, 24-13. Gonna have to work quick again, although Bowers happy to supply the moving quick. Jacoby Dean a sack, 3rd and 18. They don't get it, and they miss the kick. So, yeah, that's tough. Can't get the 4th down conversion, so Jags gonna put up more points. 4 and out. Jags gonna rain it on some more. Stevenson touchdown, 34-13. Oh, Demario Douglas, 39-yard touchdown from Justin Fields. And they don't cover it, so Jags are happy to run the clock down a little and get out of here with their win. So 34-20 win for the Jags. Not much more you can say. Really good day from Geno. The offense played good throughout. Fields obviously had the 1 pick. That ended up being a bit of a tied Turner. Bowers over 100 yards. Hunter over 100 yards. So good job from the young pass catchers. Muth with 89 yards. Cam Jackson, a 2nd and a half. Big day for young guys here. Just 1st and 2nd year guys. Wingard, the pick. Jacoby Dean, 4. Pass defense. Big day. And yep, that'll do it. So we'll see you guys in the next game. The Jags inching closer to 500. We'll catch you in the next one. Alrighty, We'll see if I've solved my hiccups as the Raiders play host to the Broncos, an AFC West showdown here in Vegas. Two teams that, in their last matchup, tied to bring their tie total to 2. Now, wouldn't it be funny if they tied again to get 2-3 ties each? Frankly, that would be amazing. I am rooting for that because that would be just the best. Can you imagine? Anyway, we'll see if that happens here as Denver puts up our first points of the game. Devonta Smith, 38-yard touchdown. Raiders to answer here as they're working on the ground, but a penalty knocks them back and a sack makes it worse. 3rd and 13, and they get sacked yet again. Shelby Harris gets in there. So, not a good start for this Raiders offense. But Chris Jones gets a sack. They force a 4th and 10 to start the quarter, and Jordan James a 80-yard touchdown run. Not the guy I expected to say, but an 80-yard touchdown is an 80-yard touchdown run. You're not going to argue about who it was. Chris Jones another sack. Will McDonald getting one, and a 4th and 10. 1st and 11 after a penalty on the 1. 2nd and 9. 3rd and 2. And they pick up the first down. So McCaffrey isn't hurt. He did just run right there. So an odd one for sure. 3rd and 11. And they pick up the 2nd and 23. Good work out of Jaden Daniels there. 2-minute warning was hit. And they're down to a minute to play inside the 23rd and 10. And a 4th and 2 with 30 seconds left. They make the kick, a 10-7 Raiders lead. Broncos going to just take it to half. And they start with the ball here. And big play, Nico Collins, 31 yards, 3rd and 5. They don't get it. They settle to tie things up. 2nd and 10. They get a big chunk. 3rd and 2. Past the 50 they go. And penalty brings down to the 13. And another penalty. And they score the touchdown. Elijah Moore, 8-yard touchdown. A 17-10 lead for them as Denver looks to answer. 3rd and 11. And they get a penalty. 3rd and 16. They can't get it. So not a great punt, but they start off with a sack. Shelby Harris, another one. And the Raiders will go nowhere from there. An excellent punt down to the 2, though. And a penalty back to the 1. But they dig themselves out of the hole here. Start of the 4th quarter as they are on the march, but a sack by Baron Browning takes them back and ends the drive. Another bad punt by them. And doesn't result in any points, though. 7 minutes to play. Denver looking to even the odds. 3rd and 15. And they pick it up down to the 28. Quentin Johnston gets it down inside the 10. Or actually, not quite. 3rd and 10 from the 11. And they get the touchdown. Nico Collins, 11 yards, 17 all, 5 to play. 3rd and 8. They don't get it. They punt away. Denver, can they keep the magic rolling? They get a first down and a sack by Leonard Williams. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 12 for the penalty. And they get a run by Sampson, loses 3. 4th and 16. They punt away. A minute for the Raiders. And a big play that gives them a chance. And the Raiders win it on a walk-off kick. They avoid the overtime, get to 7-4 and 2, and a 20-17 game. Man, I really thought we were getting it, especially after that first sack. I was like, we are getting it. That was going to be legendary. But you know what? A Raiders win is an acceptable outcome, I guess. Um, even though, again, tie was the outcome we were rooting for, folks. But 20-17. Raiders win this one, and we'll take a look at the stats. But it was not the cleanest of days for Darnold. 55% completion percentage, but 241 yards, still pretty good there. Jaden does complete a good majority of his passes, so that's a good development for him. McCaffrey, 4 yards per carry, solid day. Obviously, Jordan James, the monster run, is the play of the day. Sutton, 100 yards. First time I think he's had a real big game for them, so it's nice to see him get going. Not sure why Ozzie Hutchinson is playing. There must have been some serious things going wrong on this front. But, you know, oh well. Shelby Harris, Leonard Williams getting multiple sacks. Golly guys getting a sack and a half. A lot of race to the quarterback kind of sacks, I guess. Only one pass defensed. All right, and that'll do it. 2017 win, and we'll keep her rolling on the recap. All right, now we stay in the West, flip to their conference here, as the Cardinals play host to the Rams here in Arizona. Rams looking to get some semblance of momentum here at the end of their season. Cardinals looking to maintain their hold of the division. So we'll see how that ends up for both of these teams. First and goal for the Cardinals, and they will not get the touchdown yet. They go for the field goal. 3-0 start. Probably disappointing based off how that drive went. Rams looking to take the advantage early. And a first down inside the 20. Igbuka gets them down there. First and goal at the 6. Third and goal at the 11. And both teams managing a goal line stop. This time off a bunch of sacks. 3-3. Arizona gets a 3rd and 10 conversion. And a touchdown from 38 yards. Alvin Kamara. A 10-3 advantage. Now we'll see if the Rams can answer. And they fumble it, recovered by EJ Speed, who got the third down sack on our last possession as well. So a great start to the day for him. As the Cardinals, with 5 minutes played in the second quarter, are looking to put up more points, and they do. A 10-point lead for them. Rams 3 and out. As a 2-minute drill coming up for Arizona. They cannot convert. Short punt. Rams a great chance. 3rd and 7, and a touchdown with 46 seconds left. Austin Hooper gets it. A 13-10 lead for Arizona now, as they did not execute well enough here in the last 2 minutes. Let go of the rope a little bit. They almost got a field goal off, but didn't have the timeout to stop it. Get a stop to start the second half, and they go on the march. Can they answer that score? 4th and inches. Will they go for it? They don't, and they punt it. Just all around bad decision making. If you're not gonna if you're not gonna kick the field goal, go for it. But a penalty by Lassiter gives them a first down in scoring territory here. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 2. They don't get it. Will they go for it? They don't. 13-3. Both these teams playing very scared. But Arizona right now keeps the advantage because of that. 3rd and 9, and down to the 10. Burden a grab. 3rd and goal at the 1, and touchdown Arizona. Theo Johnson gives them the lead with just over 5 to play. Rams need this drive, gives them a chance to win this thing in regulation. 4th and 3, I think you go for it. They do not. Arizona could put the game away. They do not do so. So 3 to play. Last chance here for the Rams. And a penalty by Lassiter again gives them the ball to the 25, and they score the touchdown immediately. Igbuka, 25-yard touchdown, 20 all. Minute 30 for Arizona to answer. And they throw the pick. Jordan Fuller the pick back to the 25. And now you got to let them score, I guess. They don't. Jake Moody, the field goal, 23-20. The Rams will win this one thanks to a devastating pick and the buildup of penalties as well by Lassiter. So this will be the end of our game. Both quarterbacks matching each other in passing yards, though Caleb much more efficient and does not have the turnover in that. So a very good day for Caleb Williams. Kamara great on the ground, but would have thought maybe give him the ball a little bit more as the Rams struggled to run the ball, splitting carries between their backs. Ibuka 118 yards and a touchdown. Burden 92 yards. Byron Young, 3 tackle for losses, a sack and a half. Chris Jenkins gets 2 sacks as well. Jordan Fuller, the game-winning pick. And EJ Speed, that half sack, a forced fumble that he recovered. No block, no safeties, and no deep touchdown. So that'll do it. Electric game. Rams come away with a big win, and the Cardinals have to, I guess, take care of business later against the Niners. They don't play this week, but do lose a step in the division. So we'll catch you guys in the next game. Alrighty, here we are in Buffalo. The Bills playing host to the Bengals. A game I actually very much wanted to put on here, but we were getting way too AFC centric up in here, so didn't quite make the cut due to the Bengals' recent slip. But make no mistake, this Bengals team is a very dangerous one, as Buffalo will have their hands full trying to keep their division in their grasp, with the Jets nipping at their heels. But they start off strong. Josh Allen a touchdown run, 7-0 for them. And they get a 3-and-out to start. Penalties up and down, making it interesting. And the Bills are methodically moving down the field, but a sack derails that. Deshaun Hand. And they get a penalty to offset it, though. Lee Cooker gives them a first down now inside the red zone. Another sack. Deshaun Hand, another one. 3rd and 6 from the 9. And touchdown Bills. Darren Waller gets into the end zone. A quick 14-0 Bills lead. And the Bengals go 3-and-out. So So far, the Bills have a chance to really take control of this game, but they have to convert this 3rd and 12. They don't quite do it. Will they go for it? They go for it, but get sacked. Malik Collins a big play, and that might be the spark the Bengals need. 3rd and 1, they don't get it. They go for it, and they do get it that time. 1st and goal at the 1. Second goal from the 3, and touchdown Kyle Pitts. So a great finish to the half for the Bengals, getting the stop on defense, getting that last second touchdown, risking for it, but they do punt there. So a one-score game. Buffalo going to look to shake off the end of half. Can't quite do it. They get only the 1 first down, a sack by Sweat for a 2nd and 16, and a fumble recovered by the Bills. And so a turnover by the Bengals may cost them dearly here. 1st and 10 at 34. First down now inside the 25. We start our 4th quarter off with that. 3rd and 1. It's picked up. 1st and goal from the 2. 3rd and goal from the 10 after back-to-back losses, though. Logan Wilson makes a big play. And they get down to the 2. Will they go for it? They do not. They take the 10-point lead. 17-7. 7 to play as well. And a nice chunk. Kendrick Bourne, 25 yards, 3rd and 10, and a touchdown, Jalen Tolbert. So 5:34 to play. Bills need to put up a touchdown. They have not scored since their second drive. At least gotten in the end zone, I should say. 3rd and 7. Now a 3rd and 2 after offsetting penalties, essentially. 2nd and 13. 3rd and 2 after the 2-minute warning. They get it. They'll kneel out the clock. A 17-14 win for the Bills. It didn't start off being the game I expected, but it definitely ended with it, as it was a very close contest. The Bengals just needed one more shot with the ball, and they might have been able to do it, but the Bills' methodical approach throughout the game pays off for them. 86% completion percentage for Josh Allen. A big reason they were able to close the game out and shorten it. Burrow, not quite as efficient down to down, but did have some pretty nice explosive plays. Keaton Mitchell, 4.4 per carry, pacing the field here. Aguilar leads the way with catches, Waller with yards. Logan Wilson, what a monstrous day for him, 16 tackles, leading the way by a comfortable bit. Julius Wood out of East Carolina, not sure I heard of this guy, but he made a big play in this one. 17-14, Bills win it. We got one game left on the recap here, so I will catch you guys there. Peace. Alrighty, our last game of the recap. SoFi Stadium, Chargers playing host to the Eagles. Kind of been a mirror to real life this season, not going as the Chargers hoped. Could get a chance for a nice statement win to end the year or continuing the tank. We'll see how it plays out. They open up with a good start on the first play and then not much after that. So Eagles going to look to take control of the game early, down inside the 20, and touchdown Saquon Barkley, 7-0 Eagles. Chargers can't answer. Jeffrey Simmons the sack, a short punt with a good return even too, but only 3 out of it. Nick Folk, 56-yarder. So Chargers can't get out of their own way, but they do get the stop. Again, not out of their own way with another penalty. And the Eagles going to look to pour it on here. 1st and goal from the 1. And they get it in. Jalen Hurts, 1-yard touchdown run. 17-0 game. As the Chargers going to look to put something up before half. They cannot do so. And the Eagles damn near put up more points at the end of the half with as little time as they were given. And 1st and goal to the 9. And Saquon Barkley touchdown. 24-0 game here. Not a lot going right for the Chargers. They can't put up any points there on that good drive. They do get the stop right after. Penalty again killing them. They're able to overcome it, but they got to stop getting these big negatives. As they go to 4th and 18. They try to go for it, so they probably got it, and the penalty got accepted. But 27-0. Chargers really get their first points of the day. They convert on 4th down. Gabe Davis a big chunk play. 4th and 2. They pick it up. 3rd and 10. 4th and 10. They go for it and don't get it. So they were just not interested in this shutting out. They think they could win the game, I guess. So big play. Burton and they can't get it. So it will be a shutout for the Eagles, a 27-0 victory. Chargers just really didn't get much going until it was way too late, and they tried to go for end zone shots. Just not the year they were hoping for. They're gonna definitely regroup. Come back next year. Eagles taking care of business. 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Barkley, 84 through the air for AJ Brown. Pete Warner with 14 tackles total. Okay, 3 defense. And that'll do it. So, convincing win to end our recap. Eagles take care of business on the road. And I will catch you guys. Actually, I probably won't be on the last game. But yeah, we'll see you next week. Peace.